Hello everyone, I'm Dragons After Dark, and today we're going to take another first look at a pet battle that we'll be seeing in Dragonflight against Stormamu. Stormamu is an elemental pet, and they are located in the Aniran Plains along the coast right about here. Now, unlike Swag, Stormamu is a pretty typical single enemy fight. He's got a decent amount of health, but not quite anywhere near Swag. Like, they're right around 1800 HP, and they don't have a whole lot of power, but what Stormamu is very speedy. They are a speedy boy. So my strategy for Stormamu is very simple, and you don't even have to pay attention to the pets in any of these slots necessarily. You don't need these specific pets. What you're looking for are stats. You're going to need 2 explode pets who both have greater than or equal to 1575 HP. That's going to do a maximum hit to Stormamu. That's what you're looking for there. And then you want a pet with pump with 272 power or more. That is going to get you exactly what you need to finish off Stormamu. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, not very much power at 285 power. On the speedier side with 338 speed. Not anywhere near as much health as Swag, as I pointed out, at a little over 1800 HP. They have the ability Pound, which is an NPC specific ability that we've seen on NPCs like Rocco and High Mountain, Seer Magic, and then Call Blizzard. Even though Stormamu has 2 elemental abilities, each pet is only going to get hit with these abilities once. Your 2 explode pets, if they end up being mechanical pets, they're only going to get hit with these abilities once. They should have more than enough health to withstand those attacks. We'll go ahead and do the first one. We will bring in the second one. And again, here is our 1 attack. More than enough HP, which leaves Stormamu with 541 HP. Now, something that's funny is Stormamu always uses Seer Magic on turn 3, which is great. It means your pet is only going to take its 1 backline hit, and then it's going to take the 1 pound hit when you release Pump and kill them. What's funny about them using Seer Magic on turn 3 is the fact that when I first did this battle, I brought out one of my usual suspects that I use for elemental pets. So we got Prowl, Strong versus Elemental, the Chitterspine Deep Stalker. So what I love to do with the Chitterspine Deep Stalker when I'm going against single target elemental pets is use Whirlpool, Fish Slap, Prowl. And that's usually enough to get them super low that I only need 1 more Fish Slap, or if I've died, I don't have much left over to come in and take care of on my 3rd pet. What's amusing about Stormamu using Seer Magic on turn 3 is that if you come in and use Whirlpool on your 1st or 2nd round, Stormamu will Seer Magic it off in round 3, which is even funnier because I didn't know when they were going to use Seer Magic. So I applied Whirlpool, they used Call Blizzard. I'm like, okay, cool. I did Fish Slap, and they used Pound. I'm like, okay, alright. I don't know when they're going to use Seer Magic, if at all. And that's when I hit Prowl, and they Seer Magicked their Whirlpool off with 1 round left, and I was just sitting there with my Prowl going, well, that was rude. So I don't know what round they do Seer Magic on again. I don't know if it's kind of trying to time it out with Whirlpool or even any of the other 2-round kind of stun things. So even though the explode strategy is one that I have as a go-to for single enemy fights especially, it's really going to be a benefit here because it has Seer Magic, which means you're not going to do too terribly much any kind of dot damage. It's not going to be as effective if Stormamu didn't have Seer Magic. So that's why going with Explode's gonna work a little better here. Okay, so to clean up, you'll hit Pump. They're gonna Seer Magic, cleanse nothing off, we haven't applied anything, and then we're gonna hit Pump. And that's all she wrote for Stormamu. So pretty simple fight, much quicker than Swag. It's rather typical. I don't think any of these fights are meant to be super difficult to do. Making it simple like that is going to be easier for the general player base, which is always an advantage in situations like this, especially if they decide to do anything like they did before. If they tie any kind of rep to pet battles, that always seems to stir the pot a little bit. So making these simple, if they plan on doing that, is the best route that they could have taken with these. Just to talk real quick about the model, I love the new model. This is a really cool elemental. I really like it. It looks slick, right? Love the lightning. I love the hands. I especially love the head and how that's spinning and these are all spinning. We actually get something with this model through a quest. Maybe in the bottom. So the Primal Stormling. We get one of these guys too. And I haven't gone through all of the quest chains yet to find this particular pet. It's going to be a primal threat, and it looks like it's going to be something like you're gonna end up defending Orgrimmar and Stormwind at some point from the Primalists, which are one of the enemies we're gonna see on the Dragon Isles. But I like it. The battle's pretty simple, easy enough. The model looks really cool, and that's about it. What do you all think of this new fight that we're going to see in Dragonflight? Do you think it's too simple, or do you think it's just right for something that's primarily going to be used to complete a world quest? But that's going to be it from me today. I hope you all enjoyed your first look at Stormamu in Dragonflight. If you have any other pet topic you'd like me to do a video of, go ahead and leave that suggestion in the comments below. Until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on when you are in the world. And of course, as always, happy battling!